Hey everyone, this is Vicky here, and I'm live from the Ridgefield Playhouse in Connecticut, and I wanted to kind of share with you, Brian has been wanting me to do this for a little while, wanted to share with you how I go from Vicky to June, and how does it happen with the hair and everything. I figured maybe some of you are interested to find out. One of the tips that I can say before getting your hair done, I usually start and do most of the makeup anyway, the foundation and stuff, so I don't have to, play with the hair afterwards. And then if I have to touch up the makeup, it's going to be easier than just starting to play and just going this way. So I need to say, first of all, that I have super curly hair, and before the show, I always straighten out my hair before doing my hairdo at the venue, usually. So I came in like this. What I use is a couple things. I use this teaser. I don't know if you see how many prongs there are on this one. So this is the brand, and usually I'll give it a good brush so everything is untangled. So that's the first thing I do. And then I also will use a teasing brush as such. I will use the bobby pin, women's best friend, and I'm going to use a flower which I bedazzled with some rhinestone, if you can see over here. I probably should put some more on there. So anyway, we're going to start by doing the poof on top. We want to go with the corners of our eyebrows, and we want to take those hair back as such. So I'm going to look in my mirror that's right behind. That'll be much easier for me. I'm grabbing these as much as I can, right? I want to make it as wide as I can so it doesn't go like this thing on top. We don't want that. So once we have all those hair pretty much gathered, I start and use the back slide, the back slice of the hair. Make sure they're untangled. I should have said I'm using also hairspray. It doesn't matter which one you use. In 1960s, they didn't care. So give it a good hairspray. Just you're not gonna do hairspray all the way down to the tip of the hair, just the root, and then a few good teas, and just kind of let it sit. And then we're going to do it with the next slice over with a good hairspray action as such. Again, one more, all the way to the front here. And you can see on the right, I somewhat guess where that line is with my eyebrow. As I'm not gonna grab these here again over and over and separate them. Woo! Don't do that at home. Okay. There it is. A little more. And then this separation is important. We want it to be straight. We want the hair in front to stay in front, so it's got to be somewhat precise. Sorry. I usually don't talk like when I do this. One less tease. Okay, so now I've got this like poof on top of my hair, as you can see. So I want to make sure, so what happens with me, I want to make sure this is as high as this, because for some reason this side it tends to lower. So I'm just going to grab a little of what I feel is an S-tease, and I'm just going to tease it a little more here. But you get the digits, it's just got to be boom, all right? So we've got these guys that are going to be in front. Okay, so then what I grab is I grab everything I just teased, pull it all the way back, right? And then I'm going to take the teasing brush and I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit so it's nice and even. And then I'm going to pin it with the bobby pin in the back. Want to make sure that this is nice and high and even everywhere. I'm gonna grab it as such. Hope you can see. All right. And I'm gonna take the bobby pin like this. This side always is under, right? The flat side is on top. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's the right way to do it. And I'm gonna secure it on both sides. And then I always put a third one on there to be sure. Now I know it's not as even, but I'm gonna adjust it as I go. So just gonna push it up a little bit here. So I've got somewhat of an even, and you can see how all the hair is kind of sticking out everywhere. I'm gonna give it a good spray and somewhat smoothen out just with my hand. That's all it needs for it to stay like this. In the back, very important. Don't want this to come off, come apart, and brush. I have a bit here that's not tied up. Let me make sure. Oh. Make sure it's tied up. Okay. And then what happens also on this side, since my separation is here, I am going to put that flower that I showed you earlier on this side. It's actually going to help with that side being a little lower than the rest. It's just going to make a lot more sense. Oop, can't go there. There it is. Okay, here it is. And then I'm going to go in the back over here, and I'm going to go secure this on top. I'm going to make sure that the hairspray didn't affect the rest of the hair. Little brush. Then I'm going to place my bangs the way that I want them to stay for the show, as such. And I'm going to give them a little don't move hairspray, because when you get on stage you sweat, and I don't want this to derange the hairdo. So this is how I become June Carter. Thanks so much. See you on the show, at the show. Bye-bye.